Back with Jolly Bait Company. We're making some more soft plastic fishing lures today. We got a pretty good day in store here. We're gonna do some remelts. That's really whenever you take old plastic baits that you've already used, or kind of what we're gonna be using today is a lot of these. Like when you're making baits, you have a lot of extra in the cups, and whenever it comes out, you've just got this thing called a puck. And this extra plastic is not really enough to make some more of this color, so it's kind of just extra, and we have so much of it laying around here. So we're going to throw it in these big pots we got here and try to make something good today. Now this does get messy, obviously, because whenever you're using the injector, it kind of drips a little here, so that's why there's kind of a mess around here. But these pots are kind of something we don't really use on this channel a whole lot. It's kind of whenever you're doing like a bulk order or so, something like that. But these are a good way to put out a lot of baits and keep your plastic hot. You don't have to like remelt it in the microwave. So if you guys want to make baits yourself, this is definitely something that you would want to have. Now, if you've ever watched our live videos, we go on there, try to do it every couple weeks, maybe once a month, and we do these remelts. I have a lot of this extra plastic that I try to get rid of, and we also sell these on the website for $6 for 3 packs. So if you guys want to try us out, real cheap way to try us out, you can get 3 packs for $6. Really good deal for that. But we got the 2 pots heating up. We're gonna try to make them a different color. I've got some past couple colors have been this bluish remelt color and this greenish remelt color, and then we got some black. And this time we're gonna try to do something a little bit different, change it up a little bit. I know the last one I did, I put some gold pearl in it, and it kind of just made it have some kind of gold highlight color to it. But we're gonna try to make something different with those. And while we're waiting for the pots to heat up, we're gonna try to make something kind of like we did last video. Last video we took some old white and some old blue, and we added red flake to them, and we got these USA colored stick worms. You can go check that video out. There's a couple other baits we did in it as well. And we also took some old chartreuse and some silver smoke, and we put those together and made these minnows that are kind of like a black and chartreuse kind of color. But these turned out really good whenever we just took some extra plastic laying around and made something new out, 2-colored bait out of them. So we're gonna try to do that again today with a color, and then we'll do these remelts in the pot here towards the end of the video. All right, now this is what we're gonna choose from for the first color. We got all these pucks down here below the table that we're gonna try to make a 2-colored bait. A lot of the colors we make in the pots are gonna come out of like extra of these that we don't really want to make a new color with. Or I've got boxes full of extra plastic from that was inside the molds. Like this one had stick worms on it, as you can see. We'll just put a lot of this in there. And also, you got like old plastic that's been used already. You can just throw it right in there and melt it back down, make something new. Now, a lot of people might think these remelt colors, they're recycled lures, they're not as good, but these baits are made the exact same way as anything else is made. The only difference at all is going to be the color. And as you can see, this crawl right here, this is one of our green remelt crawls. It basically looks like it's a green pumpkin crawl. It's just a great color. I mean, I would use this myself. I use remelts myself quite a bit because they're just what I have extra laying around, and I don't want to use like the colors that I've got on the website or anything like that. But the only difference really at all is the flake. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see on camera that well, but it's got multiple colored flake in it, because after you put, I don't know, say you got this blue and this red flake in it, say you put that in there, and then you put some black with silver flake in there, then you put some June bug in there with the green flake, you're going to have a bunch of different colored flake. It's going to be all together. Some people that might make a big difference to them. It's not really like made that big of a difference in fishing to me. If that does make a difference to you, whenever you're making baits, if you guys are making them, the thing that I've really came to do, and this is how I make the black and blue actually, a lot of my black and blues, it's not just plastic that's coming out of a bucket. It's actually plastic that I've set aside that doesn't have any flake in it. So like, say I got this crawl here. This has got a black and a green crawl. There's no flake on either side. If I've got plastic, extra plastic that's sitting around like that, I'll put it to the side because I can remelt that and just put blue flake in it. So then all you got is black and blue. It's easy to make them black. Most of the colors are going to turn out, whenever you just throw a bunch in there, it's going to turn out to a greenish color like this. But you can obviously add black, and it turns out really good whenever you're just doing black with remelts. Now, these pots can get really hot really fast whenever you're making these. So if you guys are doing this, make sure you turn it to like 300 as you're starting out. I actually turned this on to 400 on accident, and it's kind of burnt the bottom of the plastic that was already in there. So we're going to have to wait for one of these to cool down and get that one and throw it away, because can't really use it after it's burnt, and it really stinks too. So we're going to turn on our fan here in a second and get all this fumes out. But we got one of them still going, and we made this color last night, and we added a bunch of gold pearl to it. And I don't know if you can see that well, but it's a black color, and it's got this gold highlight looking color to it. And we added a bunch of pink flake. There's a lot of different color flake in there, but it's mainly pink. So we're going to probably just melt all this back down. It's going to be kind of the same color, but we're going to just change it up a little bit to show you guys what you can do whenever you're making stuff like this. Throw in some pucks in there. It'd honestly be better if you cut them up, or if you use this stuff right here, because it's already cut and it'll melt down quicker. You don't have to wait as long. Also got a bunch of extra stick worms and Ned rigs just sitting around. I'm just going to throw them in here because they're not doing me any good. I've not got a perfect pack for them, so I got like 3 of these, so I'm just going to throw them in there. But we're going to let that heat up. Hopefully we'll have a big pot full here in a second, or here in a few minutes. All right, so now we're going to decide what we want to do while we're waiting for that to heat up. My idea right now is to use this orange. It's not got any flake in it. Not really a color I needed it for anything to make one of my main colors, like this one. This is kind of one of my main crappie colors. It's got some flake in it, but that one's not got flake in it. So I think we're going to use that for one side of it. And for the other side, something that would go well with orange, I was thinking kind of a red maybe, or maybe one of these greens. Like this right here. Maybe this would be cool with it. It's got blue flake in it. But I've not got a whole lot of that left, so I'm kind of just looking around, seeing what I got enough of to make with it on the other side of it. Got this back here. This green pumpkin red. Maybe that would be good with it. There's not a whole lot of it, but I think that might work. All right, yeah, we're gonna do orange on one side, green pumpkin on the other. This is probably one of my favorite colors that I've ever made, was green pumpkin orange for like the crawl or the hugger mite. This has got green pumpkin red flake in it, so it might be a little bit different. There's not a whole lot of plastic left for the green pumpkin red, but I've got this, we did some remelts a while back, and I got it really close to green pumpkin. It's kind of a little bit lighter, but we're gonna throw that in there, so we'll have a little bit more extra plastic. We should have 2 cups full, so we should have enough to make a few crawls and hugger mites and maybe something else, but we're gonna get that heated up and try this color out. All right, there's our 2 colors. Got them heated up. This green pumpkin red doesn't really look that bad. I might just go ahead and do this right here, red with the orange. We could add some orange flake maybe, but could add some, I don't know, could try this holographic. Yeah, let's do some of that. I got a whole lot of it. I'll show you guys you can at least add stuff to this to change it a little bit. But let's do, I don't even know, it's not much, but, and I'm not sure how much green pumpkin I even have here, how much we're gonna be able to make. Hopefully we have enough for a few packs of crawls maybe. Change it up a little bit. Sorry about the noise, we gotta get the fan on so we can get these fumes out of here. We gotta be safe with it as we can. Let's go ahead and get the hugger mite first. And this injector is not very big, so we'll wait for this to cool down and then we'll get the crawl. almost the perfect size injector. If it was any smaller, it would not have enough plastic for that mold. But got 3 packs of the crawl filled up, and now let's go ahead and look at them. All right, let's check out these remelt Helger mites. Oh yeah. There's the orange side. There's the green pumpkin side. Those look great. See, I think we made this color on this channel before, but obviously it didn't have a red flake in it. And we're kind of just showing you guys you can make just as good colors without having to use plastic out of the bucket. You can use plastic you just have laying around, but yeah, look at that. Both sides of that one. That one's a little off, but yeah, that looks really good. All right, now we got the big mold. Let's use it. Let's see what the crawl looks like. That looks perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Honestly, up here it looks like it kind of swirled around a little bit, and the green pumpkin got on this side, but either way, that looks great. It's probably one of my favorite colors to use, green pumpkin orange. You got that red side. Let's pull it out of here. Yeah, look at that. Let me know what y'all think of this color. Nice to make a good color like this with just plastic we have laying around. Could have just threw that plastic away, but we got some good looking crawls here. Let's go ahead and see if the pot's ready to go. All right, our plastic is still heating up. It takes a really long time if you got some left in there like I did. It was still about a third of the way full, so had to melt a big old chunk of plastic. So if you're gonna do this yourself, it's honestly probably best, if you want to do it quick, to put it in the microwave and then pour it in here. But we're gonna give it about another, I don't know, 20 minutes and we should be good to go. All right, I think we got it hot enough to where we can go ahead and start. It's still got a few more chunks in it, but first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add more black, because some of the stuff we added was kind of like bright colors, so we definitely want to add more black to make sure it's dark enough. All right, I used some of this Lureworks black here. We just added quite a bit to it, not a certain amount or anything. The thing what we're gonna do is, so we see it kind of looks like still like what I used last time. It's got like a gold look to it, and it's got a bunch of pink flake in it. It's there's a lot of flake in it already, so I don't really want to add more. I think this is the only thing I have that's gonna be, might change it a little bit, and that's this pearl white. I'm hoping it'll kind of just lighten it up a little bit. Whoops, just got that everywhere. We're not gonna add a crazy amount to it because I don't really know if it's gonna change it anyway, but yeah, I just made a huge mess. But anyway, we're just gonna mix this up. It might just lighten it a little bit, give it kind of a more pearl look than just straight black. But there's not a whole lot we can do with this. We've already added enough to it, really. We'd be just wasting stuff if we keep adding a lot to it, but all right, get our gloves on. We use this long injector here. We should be able to get all these right here at least. We might have to fill it up twice. You're not really supposed to do that, but I keep the injector pretty hot so we can kind of just go back in there and get some more. So all right, let's check out our remelts. This Nade rig I think messed up. Yeah. We didn't have enough plastic for this one. One of them looks fine, but messed it up. We didn't have enough plastic in the injector, so we'll just remelt that again. Got the Helgermite, and the rest of these should look good. There's the Helgermite in black, and the white kind of just gives it a more pearl look than just straight black. It didn't really change it a whole lot. Again, I feel like we added a lot of stuff to it, so there wasn't really much to change. But this color right here in the Helgermite, I just like using black. I think it works just great. The flake doesn't really matter that much to me, I don't feel like, but yeah. Now let's look at the action worm. There it is in the black. The action on these are awesome, so yep, looks good. Now the stick worm. Can't go wrong with that. Stick worm in the black. Pink flake pops quite a bit, more than I expected. There's a lot of different colored flake, but pink's the main one because we added a lot of pink to it yesterday. So, but yeah, it's got kind of a white look to it. I can't really even see the gold flake, the gold pearl we added to it. Can't really even see that now. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's always good, like I said, using extra plastic that we got sitting around that I could just throw away. It's just sitting around making a mess, that we can make something really nice like this. I mean, these crawls, something I'm going to use all summer long in the spring. Green pumpkin orange. These are going to work really good for the smallmouth. And if you guys are bass fishermen yourself, we also got crappie baits as well. We need to make some more colors of those. I've not really made a video of those a whole lot, but again, let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll make some more videos. We always use our requests from the comments and make those colors first thing we can. We are going to finish up making the rest of the pot probably on a live. We do that quite a bit. If you guys are interested, put on your notifications and join us on a live. We'll do all these remelts on live, so we can kind of just advertise to people and show people what we got. But other than that, all these baits today, they're all going to be on the website. The remelts are 3 packs for $6, so if you guys want to try us out for cheap, you definitely go check that out. But check out our other videos. We have tons of videos showing people different colors that we make, and these baits are all up on the website under the custom shop. But other than that, check out our other social medias. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We show pictures of people catching fish with them, and also different colors that we make and different baits that we have. So you guys let us know what you want to see next. But other than that, we'll see you on the next one.